Hey y'all. I hope my fan isn't going to muddle the sound too much. I've got it aimed away. I thought since people have been interested in Valheim, they might also be interested in Deadside, another game I like to play. This is my base. I've been working on it for a little while. Got a shrub that keeps growing back. And this is the main floor that I started with. We've got storage here and improved storage over here. And as you get better, got people fighting outside. Those green arrows are other players. And you have to have a storage in there, and you have items in there. It depends on what your base is made out of. Because my base is made out of logs and sticks, you must have those in there, and the quantity will eliminate how long your base will last before it starts to fall apart. So you have to keep putting that back in. Now, as you improve your base, you can go from the sticks, what you start with, to logs and rope, and then you can go to planks, and then metal, bricks, concrete, that kind of stuff. You also have to, now, it used to be that you just had a workbench, which is over here, and that you could do a lot of crafting on your own. Well, you can't do that anymore. They've limited that way back. Most crafting has to be done at your base. You can't do it on the fly anymore. And you have a wood planer to create planks. You need to put logs in, and you have to have a generator, which is behind the stairs. And then you can have a painting bench that allows you to paint your clothing all one pattern. You have a set number of patterns that are free, and then you have to pay for them in real money. There's a metal planer, so you can throw in any kind of metal, and out comes scrap metal and sheet metal, I think. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. Research bench, my understanding is that you put something in and it will figure out how to make it, but it eats up the item that you put in. So I haven't done that yet. A dismantling bench allows you to take apart things that you have. And I've taken apart a number of the S85s to get more parts to repair my own. I just got this AK from a real risk I took going off to help someone with a attack on much harder guys than I'm prepared to deal with, and that was the result. I also got a repair kit that I was able to use to repair it because I didn't have the equipment. A repair bench now, you can put one item in at a time, and it'll tell you what you need to use to repair it. So you have to have all these items now. It's not like it used to be where you could just throw these things in and that would be it. You now have to have weapon parts, oil, and sterilized rags to fix anything. So it's gotten quite a lot more complicated. The advanced workbench is where you make the fancier workbenches. You can make some basic stuff. I can now make a mechanical bench, and you need that in order to have a motorcycle or a car in your facility. Those are too expensive to maintain, though, because you need a lot of oil and spark plugs for that, and I just can't find them at the rate that I would need to. But I will eventually be able to make some nicer stuff. The trouble is you now have to find, what do you call it, green blueprints, right? So you have to go find blueprints, and this is what I can make. Right now, the only thing I can make outright is the cloth thing that obscures view. You can walk right through it, so it doesn't really do anything. At least it didn't used to. So not super helpful, but it is decorative. And I'm almost to the point where I can make a target, which is something you could put up for your base. Furniture, light bulbs, that kind of stuff. I've gotten blueprints for backpack and vest, etc. I'm almost there on some of the guns that I won't use. So these really lag behind finding pieces to something you can really use. So it's a little frustrating. And in the advanced workbench you can make a bunch more stuff, But it shows you just the blueprints that you've already found. So you can see I'm lagging way behind on most things that are useful at all. I haven't found anything, or I found only one. The CNC machine allows you to make higher end armor and stuff, but right now I have virtually nothing that I can make in there. That's really much farther along in the game, as you can get to the point where you can make level 5 items, and you should be able to make ammo. I haven't been able to do that yet. I have gained some items. I don't know what that is. I think it's some kind of a bomb, but I don't know. And but I have to make an ammo bench if I want to do that. And for the ammo bench, I'm still working on the stuff I would need for that. Yeah, because I need 30 sheet metals, and I don't have that. I think I'm getting close on the rebar. I think I have enough wire and machine oil, but I don't think I have enough of the blue things. So let's go look. The blow torches. Oh, I do. I have 11. I think I needed 10. Can't remember for sure. But the real holding me back thing is the sheet metal. I've only got 9. I need, what was it, 40? They're hard to find. I forgot what it was. 30. I need 30. So I think I have enough wire. I need 40 of those. Nope, I don't have enough wire either. I have 24. So I need to find more wire. That's not too hard, but the metal things are what's taking a long time. I can't remember how much rebar I have, because I needed rebar for one of the other tables too. So let's go check. I think I have 35. I've got 67, so I'm all set on that. So I need more wire, and I need more sheet metal. So I think you can put, let's try an experiment. In here I have extra stuff for if I get killed. I have almost a whole set of gear to put back on to run to get your body. You have between 8 and 15 minutes, reports vary, to get to your body after you're killed, to get your stuff back. If you don't make it, everything disappears. And unfortunately that's happened to me a couple times, because it's pretty darn hard to get all the way back across the map. So the farther you go away from home, the bigger your risk. So one thing you can do is make a sleeping bag and take it with you, and just put it down wherever you fall. I think you can do a sleeping bag. Yeah, you can make a sleeping bag on the fly, and you only need 5 scraps. So that's not bad. So I think actually I might just go ahead and do one of those, just so I can have one on me. There we go. I'll put those back in there. Yeah, and so these become important not just for making bandages for yourself, but also for repairing your guns. So that's tough. I've got 16 bandages. I'm going to go over. I can't remember what I need for that, but I think it's medicaments and the white. You can't make them on the fly anymore. You have to be at the workbench. Actually, it's at the advanced workbench that you need to be at to make bandages. So it's gotten quite a lot more complicated than it used to be. Alright, let's see. You can make 12. I can carry up to 20. So how many did I say I had? I think I can carry 25, so I could make 9. I think I can carry 25. Yeah. So that's good. Let's go put these away. So I've been working on this base. I have a second base. It's over on the other side of the map. And that one I am working on bit by bit to get up to the same standards as this one. And that's just because it's hard to get. Oh look, there's a probably somebody's been all over that one already. My other base is up in this area. Now, I should probably have made it further away, but I'm familiar with that area and I know what's available. So I was gonna stick with that. This is my base. I'm gonna run down there and see if I can get anything off of that. It's really close by. Looks like there's a couple people there already. Sometimes they don't take everything though. And if they don't, if there's stuff left, you might be able to get it. Oh yeah, this is a suck-ass thing that they've done. They've figured out where the...
What's up, man? How you doing?
Alright, I'm kind of disappointed that they built their base right underneath where that lands so that nobody else can get it.
Oh, I think they're throwing. I think they're throwing those so they can. Like,
Just
so I
seems
think
kind of cheesy.
they're spawn like they go and grab those flares and then they throw them in their bunkers so they fall right in. You know, this is a cheat way of making sure the stuff stays.
Yep.
Do you want to blow? You want to blow up their base?
Nah.
Alright.
Let them be cheesy. I'm not gonna stoop to that level.
Alright. I was gonna nuke their base. I'm actually a developer on this server. I was gonna destroy their base for being so weird, but.
Oh well, go for it. I enjoy watching. I'll just sit right here.
Alright, cool. Yep. Just give me about 5 minutes if you sit right here, and I'll go ahead and take care of it for you.
Well, there you go. Yeah, this is kind of like, it's not griefing exactly, but it's not cool. And there's a couple of bases on here who have done this. They've figured out where regular airdrops land, and they marked it, and they built right underneath it. And see how they've got the whole upper part of their base open? It's clearly so that when the airdrop lands, nobody else can get to it. And they get to hoard all the stuff that drops. No matter what kind of stuff. I'm not aggressive about stuff, but that's really cheesy. To deny everybody, even if they're not on. See, this is the thing. If they're not on and the airdrop lands in their base, they don't come on to get it, so it dissipates and everything's gone. So nobody gets it. So that's kind of... So that guy was going to destroy their base. I hope he's not going to find mine offensive. I might come home and find my base gone too. I don't think so though. I just, you know, fair play to all. But if you're going to cheese on a server with I mean, this is a very full server. You can see how many bases there are. These are all people's bases. Everybody's struggling to find the same equipment and the same gear. And if you're going to sit there and cheese it like that so that you get to hog, not just hog it, that would be one thing. But to hoard it so no one else can get it, like the dog in the manger, you know. It's like let's make it land inside of our... It's one thing to build your base right beside a drop so that if you're on, you have like the first possible option to go out and grab it. That I see nothing wrong with that. That's smart, you know. But to build it so that you know that the airdrop is going to land inside your base where nobody else has any access to it, that's a whole other thing. So we're going to just sit down here and relax for a minute while maybe that guy will and maybe he won't. But anyway, Deadside is got a really cool map. Over there on the other side of those trees is the trader. So you can see from here, I'm looking directly at it. This is my house here, one of the two. These are attack zones. These are easy ones. This is a hard one. This was a medium one. And then there's a helicopter that lands, crashes. And that's pretty hard. That'd be hard to do solo with the equipment I have. But there's also things called epics. And they have a star, I can find any on right now. Yeah, here's an epic. Those are really difficult. There's so many guys that are embedded in that. This whole area is new to the map in the last release or two. And so it's unfamiliar to me. I went and did a run through and then I went over this way. But this is much higher tier than I have gear. Like Kamensk and Kimmik, those are two areas that frequently have these triples. And this one's got a double. This whole area is full of good stuff, but it's very dangerous. But once you get into those areas, you can start to get things like the ooh, looks like maybe I don't know if that's the guy that owns the base or if that's the guy who's going to blow up the base. I'm curious how that works. Okay, I'm curious. I'm going to just give it a little bit more room in case he's going to blow it up with something super explosive. I don't see anything in chat. So you can talk to everybody in the general chat. People will let you know if they've already cleared something from time to time, because that will save you a trip going out there. People will ask for help to clear something. I'm going away on a vehicle. You can tell he got a vehicle because he's moving so fast. See, that's how you get rich. You plunk your thing down underneath a airdrop launch and collect up all the goods. So this is the different types of bases that you can have. There's really no restriction on shape or size. You can make a rectangle, you can make a house shape, you can make a star shape. This one down here is real interesting. Give that guy a little while to blow that up. See this one over here? Look at he's used the triangular shape base settings there on the edges. It looks really cool. I think they might have it set up so that they can get up on that top part to shoot down. This area, they don't have too many dangerous things come and walk. You have patrols, but you don't have too many things other than that. I think that guy was pulling my leg about destroying their base. Oh well. I'm gonna run down and look at each of these towers. The power towers has a chance of spawning metal bits underneath, which are good for it. And under these kind of trees, there are sometimes apples. Oh, that sounded like an explosion. Looking at these. Thing is, you can hear those from all over the. That noise means that there's a patrol somewhere nearby. So I'm going to get up out of here. Does sound like he's blowing this one up though. That's a patrol that's on me. Yep, they're shooting at me. Oh, show. Gonna get up here behind this thing so I can see. Can't see them very well. I'm gonna hit him once. These days you have to hit him twice. I think I got him. No. still a guy there. He hit me. Gotta get behind here to reload. They will keep coming after you. So you gotta be careful. Got him. I think there's another one down there somewhere. Knocked my health back a little bit. I got 2 of them. Now you can take the stuff off their body. I should be able to crush that all up and get now see, that guy could be down there taking stuff off the body of the guy I already shot, which is not cool. But it happens. There he is. That's a beanie. Alright, so I killed those 2 guys. He did say he was blowing it up, now I can hear it. Oh well, I'm not gonna hang around for it. So the patrols can be anywhere, but the safety zones, and they can. But mostly they go along roads and railroads. I'll go and take this stuff home real quick. I'm not too far from home. In the woods, you can get attacked by wolves. You can find mushrooms and healing herbs in the woods. You can find apple trees sometimes. But those tend to be where people are. This is my base. I'll show you the whole thing. So I've shown you the bottom part. This is the upper part. I found a foosball machine. I do have a spare area over here, so if I get more machinery I have to make, I've got room for it. And then I was thinking about putting all my living quarters up here if I get somebody else. Now you can't get in or out of these, so you can look at them, but you can't climb out of them. So that's one thing just to keep in mind. But if your base comes under attack, those are kind of handy to shoot through. Now if I want to get up there, I can go out here where the water is. In fact, I should get some water real quick. I have water concentrators out here, and I just take a little bit from each one until I'm full, until you get all the way full. And then if you can get up on the 2nd floor, which you can only do from inside once I put this railing on, then see, you can get up here and you have a nice view out over the environment. You can see quite a long way. I don't know how I did it, but I've done this before. I call it the crow's nest. And I had 4 going in 4 different directions from the top of my base. But I was able to build out from here, and I cannot figure out how I did that. I can't remember. When I try to build now, like if I try to build a platform, so building, I have my hammer in my hand, I'll get that. Then I try to build a platform out from this and then up again. It doesn't work. So either they changed it, which is entirely possible, or they've made it so that, or I've forgotten something critical about how to do it, which is also totally possible. There's my base with my shadow on top. I've got a flag, a crow's nest. You can make those. You can find them too, but in this case I made it. So I can get up here and I can wander around, but I can't get out the windows and you can't get in the windows. You can't get in the windows because I put locks on them. but you can't get in them also because they made it so nobody can climb through other people's windows. Just to make it harder for people to cheat, because people will. I had somebody go up on top of mine one time and throw bombs in the window up above, so that's why I have bomb locks on all the windows now. Okay, so let's figure out what we can do. I can show you how some of this stuff works. A dismantling bench, then. I can put all these clothes in here, and it will give me cloth. I can also make them into rags. But it shows you with a mark, anything, a check mark, anything that could go into the dismantler. So you can put a hat in there, and see you're getting cloth now, and fabric, like rags and fabric. You can put in some bullets, and you will get gunpowder back. I'm gonna see if I need that. And you can also destroy guns. Low-level guns of low quality will give you repair items and weapon parts. So you can do that. And then this one I picked up, I can also run through there. You don't want to accidentally put in any of your weapons through there, because that would be a very unhappy moment. Okay, now let's see. I've got ammo here. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't destroy that. So I'm collecting that. I do have a shotgun. I'm just not using it right now because I got this one. And so I'm using that in its place. And then let's see. That was in that one. In here we've got all the like shotgun and SMG parts. You've got your cloth. And you need that to fix your clothing. So look how my my armored tactical vest is a little broken. So I can put in cloth and this, and that's probably what I need. I'm not sure what else I would need, but let's find out. To repair that, because I got the crap shit out of me at one of the places. Oh yeah, you have to take the stuff out of it first. Forgot about that. Okay, so then we put that in there. And I do have enough to fix it, so yay. Excellent. So now I'm back up to 100% on that. So that's why I've been collecting things like clothing. You think, well, why are you picking that up? That's stupid. You're not going to use that. Well, you will. Armor plate you need for, like, I have a couple of high-end pieces of armor that I was given after that last big move. See in here? And you're going to need some fairly significant armor plate to fix that. So I'm collecting it now. I'll show you. I don't remember what you would need to fix those, but I think it's a pretty significant amount of stuff. So I don't think it's fixable right now. But this is the equipment that came off of the... Yeah, so you need 135 of those. Wow. 180 Kevlars and 8 fabrics. I got the fabric. I don't have anything else. So that's going to take quite a bit of... And this is a really good helmet. So again, you're going to need to pick up lots of Kevlar and lots of plates. So it's... When you have a higher end mission, it really behooves you to run around and steal all the armor off of people as much as you can carry, because you're going to need it. Now this tactical helmet MK2, I've got one of those already. See, this is an MK2. 30%, 86%. This is a 20% protection, but probably because it's damaged, pretty badly damaged. And if I can get that fixed, I might be able to have a backup helmet. That would be really good. I already have a ballistic helmet, but I don't have an MK2. I don't believe. So I need 25 Kevlar. Only Kevlar. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I don't think I have 25 though. Nope, I'm just short. So I'm not going to fix that one right away. But it is within the realm of possibility of fixing that. See, I've got a ballistic one here. That's also 30. But this is MK2. My understanding is a better helmet because it's one level protection number 3. And this is, well, it says it's the same. So I don't understand what the difference is between a ballistic helmet and a ballistic helmet MK2. Maybe it's just the look and feel. I don't know. This is an MK2 as well, so actually I'm not sure there's any real value in rebuilding those, so I might have to rethink that strategy. And then here we'll put that back there. Oh, you know what I was going to do is I'm going to move the gas to give more room to this health box, because that was the box I started off with when I first got started in the game, and now I've got more storage elsewhere. So let's get these things in here. And then these are medical things. Now you can carry these with you. They are little tinctures that give you, this one gives you hold breath for 200%, so that's better for sniping. Healing effectiveness, regeneration +6 per minute, so that's really good if you're in a fight. You can get healthier again. This one makes it so you can run really fast, which is really handy if you need to dodge and get out of the way. So I'm not planning today to go in anywhere where I'm going to need those, so I'm going to store them. I already had the red one here, but I'm going to go ahead and put the green and yellow. Those are the three that you can also make them. If you find enough berries and stuff, you can dry them, and then you can make a tincture, but it's very costly and it takes a lot of stuff. I've been collecting stuff here. Oops. You need mushrooms, green leaves, and berries to dry, and then you have to make a dryer. Not really sure where you make the dryer. Maybe it's on a regular workbench. Yeah, there's the dryer. So you need some fishing line, which I just generally don't pick up. Branches and nails. I think I have 10 nails already. So then I just need fishing line. And as it happens, I know where to find fishing line. What was it? Branches, fishing line, and what? Nails. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I've got plenty of nails, so I just need fishing line. So let's go out and look for fishing line. I can make a drying rack. Put it up on the roof. I give up on that guy. I think he was pulling my leg when I said that they were. He probably came from that house. Yeah. You're gonna blow it up. Well, I did hear some explosions though, so maybe they were trying and they couldn't get it to work. I don't know. I don't know what he means by developer. Oh, they're coming across the... It's hard to hold still. Okay, I got him once. They're really hard to, it's hard to hit them. I'm gonna jump up through the trees a little bit because they're gonna, it's already got me down to 26. Oh, that's probably my food. So I'm gonna stay right here. I'll come up through the trees. Yeah. I need to eat something real quick. Get my health back up. I heard other steps. There were 3 of them all together. There's one. Three or 4. Where's the 4th one? And they will go around your house and hit you from the other side, so they're not super smart, these AI, but they're smarter than you might think, than you might hope. Okay. Alright, now I've taken all the clothes off of that one, all the clothes off of that one. Now I hit one down here. Somewhere right in here. Now you can listen for flies, but I very frequently lose 1 or 2 of them in the woods or the grass, so it's not super efficient. I think I killed one out on the edge of the ridge. You see them? See, they disappear down into the grass. It can be really hard to find them after the fact. Especially since during the fight your eyes aren't focused on, like, where are they? Or mine aren't anyway. I'm not that blasé about it. I see an apple though. Sometimes a little hard to get your collection device in the right spot. Ah, there he is. Ah, good. Got a sniper rifle. And the right kind of ammo for me. Now the nice thing is you don't have to worry about them destroying your gear. No, I thought that might be a body, but I didn't think I hit anybody that far over. Because your gear does take damage, but you can fix it. So it's not as big a worry to not get hit at all. Let's shoot now. Let's see. This is a good spot for a base in a lot of ways. You're close to the trader, and you can go up and do an arc above you to the north, up here, or south, I mean. I always think of it as north, but it's actually, and this is all really good stuff. It's really tough though. The airport is the hardest, and if you sneak up there and get some stuff, you're very brave, especially with the gear I have. This is an epic. That's going to be super tough. This is like a place that have a sawmill or a metal mill, and so you can use it if you get up there. You don't need to. Let's see, we can go ahead and grind up everything we can. Get everything we can out of those guys. Now I can get parts out of the pistols. That will help me, or I can sell them. So I mean, that's the choices that you have. See, it won't let me grind up a buff. That's interesting. But it'll let me grind up that. It'll let me grind up these. That one. Okay, there we go. Alright, now let's put all that stuff away. Now the buffs, that's good to know that you can't, but you can always turn it into a rag just by hitting it with G. So if you're not able to use it one way, you can use it another. Okay, now down here. Put those away. There we go. I've got 115 of those again. So that was pretty handy. Now these are the same kind I have. So what I can do is I can come up here and say stack all, and it'll give me a full stack of 500, and then I can put the rest away. Oh, I missed one. It doesn't have a like offload like items kind of deal, which would be super handy. So I keep on me an axe, which goes in my third spot to cut trees and stuff, a knife, which switches with my pistol, so I can have either or but not both at the same time, and then I have a sniper rifle, and I can also carry like I don't think I can put that one there. No, that one only. Yeah, you can. You can interchange those. So you can put an automatic weapon there or your sniper rifle there, whichever you prefer. I tend to run with the sniper because I can shoot one bullet at a time. The trouble with this one is it shoots I think 3 or 4 bullets at a time, and there doesn't appear to be a way to adjust it to semi-auto. So it gives a burst and it eats up your bullets super fast, and those are not easy for me to find, those blue bullets. Okay, so we've already looked in those cars, and that was our patrol. Shouldn't be any more patrols in this area real soon, but there are patrols up and down this road quite regularly. And again, you want to check underneath all of these to look for scrap metal, because you use scrap metal for lots of things. If you hear foots, there's somebody going that way in the road. I can't tell if that's a wolf or a person. Could be a person. But if you hear footprints, you get a real good idea to stop and look around you, because the AI like this, they will hide and sneak up on you. Very, very clever. Not like super smart, but they will definitely flank you and pinch you. Get you in a pincher move. So this is what you generally do, is scavenge. You're looking for stuff you can take, and there's a few places where you know there's going to be stuff, and some places where you hope there might be stuff. These are the green leaves that you can pick up right here. And you can just run by and grab them. These are the berries. Now I happen to know that there's often some stuff down in this hole. This was not here when I was playing Deadside before, so this is a new area. I'm not really sure what it's good for, what it's going to be used for. Maybe it's for a I'm having a lot of lag spikes, so I think something is spawning in near me. That's not always a good thing. Sometimes up here, yeah. There we go. 9x19 and a Berta M9. That's a nice pistol. That's what my spare is. I actually have a C1911. Actually, you know what? I believe I brought home a mag for that. Let's go home and find it. I think I found a mag for that, but I don't hope I didn't throw it out. I don't think I would have. But I forgot all about that I had that already. Because I upgraded from a Berta M9 not too recently, but within the last 4 or 5 times I've played. And I'm still not used to the fact that I'm carrying a 45 now. There's some more guys. Oh, mushrooms. Where are they? Are they coming up the road or down the railroad tracks? I don't see them. And get on home and look for that magazine. That might let me hold more bullets in the be in. No, it won't be in there anymore. I moved everything over to here. There it is. Alright, so let's go here. And if I pick up that gun, let's see how many it will take. It holds 7. So now if I put that in there, now it will hold 12. Cool. And it's not loaded, so let's make sure it's loaded. So you just hit R. Luckily it's not complicated like some games. I don't know why they've made it that way. You hold that gun in your hand and you hit R. And that's how you reload. I did notice that my number 1 gun is not reloaded. Now here's, if you watch 500, my question was, do you lose the bullet that's in there? If not, it'll be 496. If so, it'll be 495. So let's look. I believe you do not. Yep, you don't. So you can reload even if you're not fully empty without losing bullets. Because some games, for whatever reason, they make it so you lose bullets. Whatever's in your gun when you reload is gone. Destiny does that. I'm not sure what other games do that, but I've always found that really frustrating because, you know, there are times where it's quiet in battle and it would be really advisable to reload then. But if you're not fully empty, you lose ammo, and many times you're not really in a position to lose ammo. Now you can eat those green things on the fly. You can eat the berries on the fly. So if you need hydration or you need food. Ah, there they are, way up ahead of me. I saw one of them moving that way. Yep, there they go. 1, 2. I see 2 for sure. They always used to be 3 or 4 man teams, and now they're down to 2. So I don't know why they changed that, but not that I'm mad about it or anything. But now, does that look like 3? It does look like 3. So there was one guy who was out way ahead of them. If I creep up on them, they will turn around and fight me. But if I go nice and slow, they'll get ahead of me. I'm not in a big hurry to waste ammo on those guys that don't tend to give you much back. That would be worth it. Oops, somebody's blowing something up. So that's very startling. You hear it all over the map when somebody's blowing something up. You can hear the explosions. You're not supposed to be able to blow up someone's base. That's griefing, and we're on a PvE server. But if a developer says, hey, they're not playing by the rules, and destroys their base, then they don't have any leg to stand on. So if they get impacted, that's their own fault. Because I mean, you're not supposed to build somewhere that excludes other people from a resource. That's one of the rules for fair play, you know. If you get there first, that's a whole other thing. I don't think there's ever been anything up on that one. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, if you get there first, if you position your base close by and you just happen to have, you know, lucky proximity, or if you build it on purpose somewhere to be close by so that you have proximity, that's a whole different thing than specifically building it so that it excludes other people from the spot, so that whether you're there or not, no one is going to get that but you. That's a kind of a grubby way to play, and most servers won't allow that. Now I've checked, there's no way up on top of that yellow stand, because I wanted to know if there was anything spawned in there, but there's no ladder. I thought there was, because it looked like there was, but it's actually, I mean, if you were a human being, you could climb that. It wouldn't be comfortable, but you could climb it. But in the game you can't. And nothing without a ladder. Now those 3 guys that came up here are somewhere ahead of me. Ooh, duct tape, cool. I've found things in among this place a little bit. Oh, yay. Some more rebar. Sorry, I won't belabor that point anymore. But it's just kind of... I've had people... you have missions, right? And the missions have rewards. And the rewards are something that you earn by doing the mission. And if you've done a whole mission, and at the last minute somebody cheeses up and takes your reward, it's obnoxious, you know? It's an obnoxious way to play. There's nothing... There's nothing in the rules that says you can't do it that way, but... Hello. Have you searched all the cars down there toward the tall building? Friendly. Well, it doesn't matter because they respawn very quickly. So he can have come through here just a sec ago, and I can still get some stuff. That's the nice thing about the timing on these areas. The other thing is, one man's treasures, another man's trash and all that. You might have very little room and not be able to pick up everything that you find. And so you might miss some stuff. I don't think he missed much. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take those gloves because I think my container with a backup outfit is missing a good pair of gloves. It has gloves, but oh, he missed some gas, or it respawned. There's some planks. That's usually where I find. Oh wow, that's a good find. This is usually the kind of place where I find the metal. Ooh, yeah, that's what I need. I need 5 of those. A combat knife? Hot dog. I do use up my knives fairly regularly. Yeah. If you need more space, you can throw down the clothes and just make them into rags. You can just use that too. Those 3 apple trees up there on the hill, I'm going to check in a sec. You know, check this truck because sometimes there's a box in here. I'm always looking for apples. And they do spawn here even though they aren't bare ground underneath. They're a little harder to find though because of the grass. I'll bet he's already been through here and taken them. Everybody picks up apples because it's like a good ready source of nutrition if you are in a hurry. Now, check your map frequently because like this area right here, these 2 buildings, they are frequently 2 or 3 level mission. Oh shoot, now he put his sleeping bag on top of a hat. Darn it. Not that big a loss. Yeah, I think that guy got the scrap metal. So all these buildings that come right up to here are doable. If there's no mission inside here, then there's stuff to find in here. If there is a mission in here, it is really hard to search this place because there are so many places for guys to hide. And I have often found that there's a sniper up on that building at the end who one shot knocked about a third of my life off. Oh yay, nails. So basically you run around and you scavenge and you fight AI. On PvP servers you can fight other players if you want to. I don't care to do that. I'd rather team up and do something fun together. Ooh. Now burlap you can shoot. You can use to make into flags. So I'm going to go ahead and turn those into rags. So anyway, as I was saying, there's a guy that sits up in that tower over there. He's a AI, but man, is he accurate, and he is, let's see, what can we throw out now? I'm gonna throw those out. I don't need those really. I could use them, but so this becomes the bargaining, you know, as you go along you find better stuff and you decide to, okay, I could use that, but it's not as good as that. Machine oil is pretty much the top of the list. You need it if you want a motorcycle, you need it if you want to fix your guns. Didn't used to need it for fixing your guns, just for maintaining a motorcycle, but they've made it even more important. Luckily, they've also made it a little easier to find, which is good, because previously it was awfully difficult to find. What's that? That's one of those old batteries. So now I have to decide. The only reason I picked up the axe is because I can sell it for 1,000. I think I'm going to throw out the berries. I can eat them, but I don't need the food right this instant, so. Ooh, double whammy. Now those are spare parts. You use them for various things, but right now I don't really need them. So I'm going to leave them behind. I've got quite a few at home. I didn't realize there was so much gas here. That's the area right there at the end of that where you're super vulnerable to the sniper in that green tower. So FYI, hurry on through there. I don't know that he's always there, and they don't have to have an event going on there for him to be there. But like running along here like this, he hit me in the back, and it took my life down about a third. Alright, so now I'm going to head back through those same cars, and some of them will have respawned. Usually the ones closer to the other end, but it's always good to check them all, because that's how quickly that happens. The spare metal does not respawn at that rate, so they've got a nice base down there. Look at that. They've got it all set up for boats. So you can dock a boat. You can get an airboat or a little like rubber dinghy. I've never seen one. It's spawning in here though. So I don't know if they're spawning in a specific place that I've not been. Oh, look at that. We got, oh gosh, I got a duck trophy. Oh, I want that. I want both of those things. So I'm going to drop these things that I was just showing you. I could eat them, but I'm just going to keep these things instead. Go home and put them up. Duck trophy. Sweet. Now I'd have to make one of those, and I never have because I've always eaten the duck instead. You know what's missing is my duck meat. I had a whole stack of duck meat. Where the heck did it go? I probably left it at home somewhere. I probably transferred it out to do something and then never put it back in. But I didn't see it at home, so that makes me uncomfortable. So that means I'm a lot closer to being out of food than I thought I was. Okay. See how fast that respawned? It's pretty spiffy. So there's some fabric. I would like to pick that up, but I don't know what I'd like less. I'll have to give up these planks because honestly I don't need them. That's a nice jacket there. Gorka jacket. I've got a Millie jacket. That's a Gorka. I've got Millie pants and a Millie jacket. I like the look of the Gorka. There's no difference in what it'll hold or whatever. There's the clothing and the backpacks in this game are extremely limited. They didn't used to be quite so much so. There was a backpack called a Stalker backpack, but they have taken it out of the ability to find it on a regular basis. Let's see, do I gotta go home? Yeah, but let's go home the alternative way. This is a triangle here. See here? I live here. I can come down this way, go back that way, and back across the railroad bridge. And that way I can hit more places. Right now I don't have anything I really want to sell. I'm going to keep it all. Except for the axe. So there's no real reason for me to go to the trader at this point in time. So you can have a boat and go tooling around on the... I haven't seen too many boats, so I think what's happened is, this has happened with a lot of games, server space is at a premium, and the more stuff you allow people to gather and hold, the more stuff you have to have on your base and on your server. So I don't know if this is happening everywhere, but they are starting to limit what you can keep. Oh, that's a deer. That sound. Beep. That's a deer. So I'm gonna look. It's real close by here. I don't know where he went. He might have gone up the hill. I didn't see him in the first place because I have trouble seeing in the... that fee sound. That's a deer. So I have to hear from which direction. I wouldn't be able to pick up his meat anyway. So... let's see. I've got 6. I'm going to eat one of these deer. That deer. Oh, yeah, the second one. Oh, he's up on that hill right over there somewhere. Alright. It's right up on that hill somewhere. There's often a wolf right up there too, though, so... yeah, he's right up in there. She'd wander off down that way. It used to be you could one-shot the deer as well. You can't anymore. It takes 2 shots to kill him. So it's really a pain in the butt if you're trying to... because one shot causes them to run. I've tried body shots, head shots. Nothing seems to make a difference. It all takes 2 shots to kill him. Oh, there we go. There we go, that ought to do it. And the reason I'm going over here is because there's some stuff down the shore, and sometimes there's fishing line down there because it's a fishing station. So I'm going to go down there and look. She's a little bit further along here. Now they've made it so they can get their motorcycle up in there. We've had benches. This is where it's nice to have your shotgun because it's easier to kill birds with a shotgun. If you run through here, a bird will sometimes, a duck will sometimes go up. And if you have a shotgun, the spray will help you. Ah, there we go. Got him anyway. shoot. Oh, I know. I'll put that there. Then I can grab the duck. Yeah, you can just flush them by running through the grass. Sometimes you get 1, sometimes 4. If you zigzag back and forth through the grass, you get more. This area down here along the shore sometimes has fishing line, and sometimes it has wolves. If you get wolves on you, you can walk out into the water. They will be able to follow you. You can get up on a car if you can find one, or jump up on somebody's base if you can get up there. This one you can probably get on top of from the high end, like up here on the sand, because it's not the full height from up here. You might be able to get up on top of there. I think it's a little too far. Yeah, too far. And running along the shore, now they have oysters that sit right at the water line, but they aren't that common. So if you see them, though, you can eat them raw or cooked. They give you better nutrition cooked. Oops. Uh-oh. Phew, that was a major lag. So this is the place where I sometimes find... I don't think I've got any room for clothing. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'd like to take the submachine parts, but can't. And I don't have room for shotgun shells either. I'll leave those for somebody else. Sometimes out at the boat there's more. Oh, this time we've got... we have some worms, so we could fish and get a fish, but we can't carry it. But I did get 2 fishing lines on this trip, so that's cool. Just through here, there's often it's on both of these. You find fishing line. This time around, I only found it on one, but it's better than nothing. Okay, we can go back up. Try not to get attacked by the wolf. Ah, helicopters drop. Whenever you hear one, look around, because likely that is going to drop just the other side of the safe zone. Might drop in the safe zone, which case it's going to be a pain. You're not allowed to gather anything from a safe zone, so I think somebody's already underneath it. So if somebody's already gotten there, then you wait until they're done picking through the stuff, and if they don't want it all, you can gather up what's left. If they do want everything, then you just let them have it, because that's the rules. And he's waiting right underneath it, so I'll just sit and wait. Sometimes you have to fight things off to... Hey there! Go for it. If there's anything you don't need, I'll be happy to get it. Oh, I didn't want any of that stuff. Armor repair kit. Woohoo! I can use that on my helmet. Just like that. Okay. There's a 1911. I've already got one. I've got sunglasses. Can sure use that. I throw out my wire and take that drill. I could use the 7.62. Put down the gloves. Get that ammo. So here's an interesting thing. See the red flags up ahead? That's safe zone. As soon as you are across that, they cannot hit you even if they're chasing you. You can't shoot them either. But you can still attract them, lure them right up to that line, and then when they start walking away, you can shoot them. This is the AI guy. And then if you hop back across the line, they can't shoot you anymore. That's a little cheese in it, but sometimes, you know. So I'm in the safe zone right now. No one can shoot me, and I can't shoot anyone. I can't find any food. I can't steal anybody's stuff. This is all part and parcel with the safe zone. You don't have to carry a gun. And then right down in here is the trader itself. So I'm actually going the wrong way slightly. This is the fast travel area. So these guys in here are the fast travel guys. So if you wanted to get somewhere quick, you just go in, talk to them, pay your however much rubles, and off you go. The last time I used it, the fee was 6,000 rubles for a pretty short distance. I think if you want to go a long way, it's quite a lot more. None of the apple trees in the safe zone will drop apples. There are no mushrooms. The wolves can't attack you and you can't attack them. I don't even think they come into the safe zone, to be honest. I'm not sure if I have anything left I want to sell. Somebody's got a motorcycle with a sidecar. That's cool. So now you get some things like cigarettes and watches that you can sell for reputation. And your reputation is here. I'm level 2. And as you get a higher reputation, you can start to buy nicer stuff. I can also sell my scrap metal for reputation if I wanted to. There's where I sell the axe. I have 28,000 rubles or dollars or whatever that symbol is. But I'm not selling most of the stuff that I have because there's uses for it at home. So, and to be frank, most of the stuff you can get in here is so overpriced. It's like 10 times, you know, the normal price of anything. So unless you're really desperate, you don't want to buy anything from here. You can buy a base lock for your base. You can buy a car lock for your car or motorcycle. And those are the things that you might want to buy, but they're so easy to make. If you have spare parts, you can buy them. You can make them. Now, I haven't bought any of these pieces parts, but I might indulge in a few assault rifle parts because you need a lot to fix assault rifles, and it's hard for me to get assault rifles. Now, this is something new that was not in the previous release. These are more advanced pistol parts and gun parts. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I think it's for higher end guns, none of which I have, so I'm not going to worry about it. Maybe this is considered a higher end gun. But these are new. You can pop one of these, and depending on the color, this one's equipment and gear, this one's weapons and ammunition, this one's resources and building materials, and this is medical supplies and food. So you can pop that, and then an airdrop will land right where you drop it. But be prepared. because the airdrops are
С тобой приятно иметь дело.
highly contested with the AI. They show up in mass.
Рад видеть тебя.
Also, you may be fighting off other players. Unfortunately, you know, it occurs to me that the people with the airdrop that landed on the top of their base, that might be one they called in on their own. Which, in case I was wrong and they were right, but that's okay. To call it in your own protected space is smart. So I'll have to take back my ire. I don't remember if it was purple or red or green or anything. The standard ones are yellow. I think it might have been purple. And that if that's the case, then they don't deserve to get their base destroyed. And I'm just stupid for not realizing it was one they called in themselves. If you are going to call it in yourself, it's very smart to set up a place that you can protect yourself while fighting off the AI. That's only smart. So I take that back. My original concerns. Now I'm just leaving the safe zone. So now I can get hit with patrols. And there are patrols that come directly over the railroad bridge from where I live. I'm just gonna run up here real quick and check. See if there's anything in here. Can I carry that? I can. And then I'm gonna check the downstairs part. Woohoo! Looked out. Bunch of stuff. Okay. Do I want the gun parts more or the ammo more? I'm not using the ammo at all, so let's just take the gun parts. Alright, let's get on home. We can put all this stuff away. It's very hard to see at night. Now, you can get flashlights for the ends of your guns, and they used to be really common. They aren't anymore. So, it's very difficult to find them, and they're expensive to make and or buy. So I haven't really made the effort. I don't want any of that stuff. Not more than what I've already got. Okay, back up to home. Now the nice thing is at night you can see if there's something that's pick-upable. It's bright green in its outline. Okay, now pretty dark in here. Let's go turn on our generator. There we go. We got some light. I still need more lights, but there we go. Nope, that's not the right one. I don't think I have anything that goes in the medical. No, I'm going to keep those there. I don't think I got anything I need in there. Okay. There, we got 3 of those now. When you get 4, you can make a flag. Some more duct tape. Got some more blue things. Got some more oil. And in here, got some more nails. Alright, I think that's that. We'll put that there. We'll put the planks that we found in there. We'll get this duck cooked up. Let's put our knife in our hand. Cut up our duck. cook up our duck. Now I have to look to see where my duck is located. My cooked duck, because I swear to God, I had a whole bunch of cooked duck and I cannot find it. I don't know what happened to it. I didn't eat it all. I know I didn't. I think I'll just put the fish on here now. Interesting. Yeah, because I had like 6 or 7 pieces of duck meat. I might have given some away, but I don't think I gave it all away. That's weird. Okay, we'll put that away. We'll put the ammo away. There we go. So I didn't find any more of the, I think of it as Mosin ammo, but another one of those. Another one of those. I think we needed 2 of those. I've got another knife. So I've got 4 knives now. Alright, let's go look at that. Oops. Not what I meant to do. I meant to grab it. It's going to be out of gas in a little while. I'm going to destroy the Berta M9, or do I want to keep it? Definitely going to get rid of that one. And this one. I think I might want to keep the Berta M9. Might be better than the one I have in my storage. Okay, let's see. Nope, I've got a Berta M9 already. So I can break this one up and use it for pistol repairs. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, now we've got some extra duck meat, which I will put in here. I took the fish out. So I'm storing lots of extra food. Go ahead and put some, oops, not what I meant to do. Let's put that one, put 75 away. And I'll just keep 15 with me. That's plenty for me to eat. And that also gives me a chance to find more and not have it fill up the pile. Alright, so there we go. Now we've got this duck trophy. Where can we put that? How big is it? Oh, it's cool. I've got a trophy on almost all my tables. Got a little dog there. I've got a little weird U-shaped thing there. I've got a duck there. Oh, I don't think I have anything over here. There. Now there's a duck in the corner. Yeah, and there's a little pig there. This one has a baseball in a hand. Can you see it there? So you find all these little things as you're running around. This is a little like Bambi. And that's just a shell there on the corner. Right there. I think you can pick them back up, but I'm not absolutely sure. And then up here I've got the foosball table. I found that somewhere. And you get paintings that you can put up on your wall, which is cool. They all increase the comfort level of your base, which makes it easier for you to regain health. And you can gain health. Now I just shut that off. Shut my lights off. I'm going to go up and get some water. Yeah, I need to switch out my bottle. Fill that up. Because I drank everything in that bottle. Okay, now we'll put that away. Make sure you drink to your full extent while you're home. You can actually get over 100 if you have a. There, now it's saying I'm not thirsty. There we go. Yeah, so when I put this railing on here, it made it so nobody could jump up here from below. Just cool. Yeah, and so this means that there's some event going on, and those are full of guys that can kill you. Oh, that just moved. Don't know why. Oh, I know what it is. Somebody got a case off of a convoy, and he's moving right now. And the guy who has the case always has a yellow circle around him, so it doesn't have anything to do with a helicopter. That's what I remembered now. So right now we're kind of surrounded by these tasks we could do. Most of them are a little bit harder than what I have the capacity to handle. This is 5 or 6 guys, heavily armed. If I had an approach, but they're at the top of a mountain, so you're going to not be able to get above them and fire down on them. So you're going to be taking some pretty serious fire uphill. It's a little harder to hit people uphill, so I'm not too interested in that. I can run out here to my other base and we can look around here. All these towns here have stuff that you can pick up. It would be interesting to go and try this one slot. See if you can do it. Probably other people are already working on it, but I'd have to go past the helicopter one to get there, and they tend to spread out from their base of operations. Now, one place I haven't been recently is way up here. This is a another. Oh wow! Something blew up. Somebody's trying to blow something up. This is a traveling trader, and he'll have everything that the regular trader had and similar prices. This is the northern trader. This is the main southern trader. I used to have a base over in here on another server, and so this was the trader that we went to. There's some cool stuff up in here, and this whole island set, these two really difficult places. This one here is usually a tier 2 or 3. This is almost always an epic if there's going to be an event there. And even when there isn't, there's lots of guys there. But you can take keys and bunker keys and go and check that out. Isn't that beautiful though? Look at the sky. I wish I knew how to hide your HUD to take pictures in here, but I haven't figured that out yet. So, let's see, where do we want to go now? I don't want to do anything too difficult. Just don't feel like it. Pardon me. So we're going to steer clear of going up the hill to the helicopter. There may already be people who have tried to get it, so we can go and see. Sometimes they leave some stuff that you could get, but it tends to be pretty difficult. Gonna be more this way. And I don't have the guns for it. If I had a VSD, I could see better and I could shoot farther with more power on my bullets. That's it right there, where you see the smoke. But right now I haven't got a very good scope, and I don't have a very good. I can't see very well in the dark, so that would be a really bad time to hit that. It's possible somebody already has. I can't tell. Well, I think there's still guys on the other side of the helicopter. Like right there. And they're heavily armored too. And as soon as you start shooting, they know where you are. They come right for you. It's better to have a team to take that on. But let's go for it. What the heck? I can't tell whether I'm hitting anything there or not. I think it might already be dead. They do take a bit of time. Yeah, I think what I was aiming at was the tail. It does take a bit of time for them to disappear off the map after somebody's hit them. It is possible there might still be some gear here. The people tend to vanish pretty quickly. But some stuff might still be on the ground. I don't think so, though. I'm gonna get killed if I get too close. Nah, this has already been hit. So, there are usually boxes on here. And if there's anything left, then you can take it. But there isn't usually anything left. People usually take everything. Even if they're not going to use it, they can sell it. And if there are any dead bodies left, you can scope out the dead bodies. But woohoo! I don't think I can. Kind of cool. I can get out on the... Used to do this in DayZ all the time. Climb up on the helicopter. Actually, you could kill the zombies from up there. Yeah, no, I just got hit. So like I said, there's the one box, and then there's the stuff that's on the guys. Like 5 or 6 guys on each helicopter. They're very heavily armed. And usually, it can take a little while for the helicopter to disappear. Not sure why that is. But anyway, so we've been up there. There's a landing over there, but it's real close to an epic. So that might... Oh, this one's gone. That might deter people from going for the epic. Now there's a yellow spot there that usually means somebody's already got a case, but that'd be weird because I did not see a... Oh, there goes a helicopter. That was probably the one that's dropping that. Now, because lots of people on this server already have vehicles, I usually get beat to these things. But I go and I say politely, if you don't need anything, I'd be willing to take it. I'd be grateful for it, and usually people, they leave the stuff they don't want. Sometimes they're too full anyway to carry it. And sometimes you happen to be on the server at a time when there's nobody else on, so you can see that's a long way away. Yeah, that's that one for sure. I happen to know there's a lot of bad things that can happen to you in these trees. There's wolves galore, there's patrols galore. There are high-level targets here. Keep thinking I hear a wolf. This is someone else's base. Now, if you have friends that can join you on your server, it is multiplayer. And that's a lot of fun too, because then you can have people to join you on these teams. And you have a lot better chance of doing some of these higher end jobs. I think it's that way just a little bit. Soon you'll see the smoke coming up from it. But I may be too far away for it to be visible at this point. Because the rendering distance makes a big difference. I think I'm headed... Oh, it's gone. Well, that's interesting. It didn't even... Huh. Okay. It's gone. Alright, well, let's look at these various little towns. Can head home and get settled in for the night. This is a major divider, this river. When I first started playing this game, I'm not sure you could actually go to the other side of this river. Now we'll just take everything. We'll throw stuff down as we find better stuff. If and when. I thought about putting a base in one of these places, but knowing me, I'd fall in the water on a regular, so I decided that was not a good idea. Ooh, there we go. Hidden behind you. Alright, look in the boat. And sell that. Let's look around us. We can go up the hill and try that one. Is it on my side of the river or the other side? Other side. Okay. The other good thing is you can just swim. You can't dive down. So if anything drops below you, you can't get it. But you can swim and you don't get wet. You do have to remember though that as soon as you get out, you have put your gun away. So it's a good idea to stop for a sec, make sure you put your gun back. Uh-oh, something happened. Yeah, somebody had a bad experience now. I'll get out of that. Oh, there we go. See, that happened to somebody else now too. Somebody showed up and stole his prize after he did the whole mission. That sucks. Because you expend ammo and you take a risk, you might have gotten some damage. Excuse me. And to have somebody waltz along after you've done all the work. And now I have walked up on somebody doing a mission and I have said, do you need help? That's totally different. And I don't horn in on their goods. I wait until they're done And I say if there's anything left you don't need, I'd be happy to have it. But it's all you, bro, you know, and that's the way you should play. If you come up on somebody else who's already engaged in a mission, offered help, if they say no thanks, they want to do it on their own, you know, that's perfectly okay. Let's see. That way a little bit. It's okay for somebody to want to do something on their own. If they don't want you, just back off and say, hey, good luck. If they say, sure, I could use some help, then dive in. Okay, now let's see. I think it's going to be that thing right there on that hill. I don't see any other green triangles around it. So I don't think it's gotten engaged with yet. Oh, this is a tough one. There's a lot of little... Oh, there's somebody there. And he's just going on by. There's some scummy behavior for sure. Alright, so now the thing is, there can be a lot of guys in here. I don't know how, in level 1 there's usually 5, 6, 10 guys. They're not usually terribly well armed. But I'm not terribly well armed either. Okay, so that's telling me that they're in there. So, what's a good strategy? Find them and shoot them. Don't get cornered. Don't know where they'll be. That one? Yeah, that's up. They will move up on you pretty quickly though, so you have to be careful. Yeah, it's over on my right. When I get outside the fence. Shit. They're right on top of me. I gotta see if I can get them to come out of the fence. Yeah, they're coming. Oh, shit. A little too close. Now, the farther you can get them to separate, the better chance you have to pick off a few of them. One down. Somebody coming over that hill. Two of them there. Oh, shit. guys closer. Now, see, I've got to get... I don't have that many bullets for this one. Yeah. I got him. There'll still be some guys in there, though. Okay. That's how you drag them out there. Try to get them to follow you. That works better than getting quenched in that fence. I killed a couple of them back in here somewhere. I don't know where they went now. There's still plenty of them in there. There's usually one hiding somewhere where you have to dig them out. Yeah, still in there. This is a scary part. I don't know how many of them are left. Jeez, I didn't even have my gun loaded. I think I'm going to go with a pistol, to be honest. I have more bullets for that. Hit him once. I got a suppressor on mine. There, he's down. Those are 45s. And it's still active. There's still guys in here. They can literally be anywhere. Where is he? That guy wants. Okay. See how many there are in here. He's down there around that red thing at the end, or he was. Now you don't know where he is, he's still there. Now he's down. Oh, still here. Still more guys. So where are they? Probably inside the buildings. See him. Here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull all the clothes off. That stuff will disappear. But at least we'll know that. Oh, yeah, I like those. At least we know we've already looked through them. Bet she's in that building. Throw out those things. Throw out the hats. Hats aren't worth much. Ah, shit! Scared me. Two. Ah, I think that was it. That was it. That was the last guy. Because now I can see the yellow doohickey here. Oh, hot dog. Now these are blueprints. You can learn those and then they go away. That's cool. Already learned. Okay. Now I don't know if you can sell them. I don't think so. There's a nice Mosin, but that's actually a Mosin K. That's not so great. But let's get rid of these clothes. We don't need them because those you can sell. That's a good vest. Food is always good. All right. A pretty good haul, actually, not too bad. For level 1s, you're not going to get the best of the best, you know. But that wasn't too bad. It's good to have dog tags because you can sell. Where did they go? Where did the dog tags go, guys? Do you see them? Oh, there they are. Shoo. Quite a few of the people that are running these games, they have stuff for sale, and they will usually sell it to you with dog tags as a bartering tool. I don't think I need that. A submachine gun. I think I'm gonna get rid of one of these. Okay. Oh, there's some more of that. So that was very exciting. That was a level 1. Saw how many guys there were. And it's doable for one person, but it's scary. Like, I'm not that good at this kind of stuff, you know. It's pretty scary. I don't think I have any of those. I don't have any room for them either. I'm picking up cement, though I don't really have a use for it right now. One smart thing would have been to do is put my blanket down, my sleeping bag. Because if you do get killed, it's kind of a long run back. And it'd be better to, like, probably not for one this level, but... Okay, there's some cigarettes. Now that you can sell for reputation. So I definitely want to grab that if I can. We got plenty of these and we can make more. So, yeah, so this is a pretty good server, guys. It's a US server. I was on a European server to accommodate Bundy's schedule, but he's not playing right now, so I'm not doing it. It was the ping was so terrible that I frequently would get. I'm gonna throw that down and pick that up. I would frequently get bumped off, you know, and it was just frustrating. So if he's not gonna play, then I didn't worry too much about that then. I just heard a wolf. Now, it could take a little while to search these places. Some logs. I can get logs easy. But you're looking for construction stuff. You're looking for clothing, for those green bits. I've got some at home. I'm not really sure what they're for at this point in the game. Nothing I have has asked me to use them, but I think they're for high-end stuff, so I'm going to hang on to them. I think I'm going to get rid of the burlap. I wanted to make another flag. What can I get rid of? Ugh. It's getting dicey. Get rid of one of those shotguns. I'll take that. Yeah, because you don't see those too often. These phones tend to have spare parts or wire, or both sometimes. So that's good to grab that. If we've been that way, I don't think we've been up the center part. We've been through there. Yep. Sometimes these will have things in them, so it's good to look. It's a garbage. Every so often you'll come across a drivable motorcycle or car. That's kind of a truck in these places. Oh look, we got some scrap metal. Yeah, so it's worth looking around. Some nails. These things sometimes have stuff in their engine compartment. Worth a look. Alright, we've been there. Check these cars. Rags. Planks. I can make planks at home, no problem. What you're looking for is unusual stuff that's hard to get, you know, like cement and bricks and stuff are kind of hard to get at this level of the game. I think I've already been there. Yep, I think we're done. I think we got them all. So if you do a convoy, that's 15 to 20 very heavily armed guys. Guys whose armor would tank every gun I have. So that is not something I can do, definitely not alone. I could back somebody up, but even then, I'd have to shoot a guy like 3 or 4 times to have it count. Now, Chiminik is a place where you can get a lot of cigarettes, and there's patrols there quite regularly, so that might be a good place to go. But it's awfully close to that 1.3. The nice thing too about Kamensk, which is definitely a place I'd like to go, is that Kamensk has all kinds of goodies for your base. You can find white boxes that have stuff in them like rugs and furniture and radios. Nothing works, but it's just if you put it in your base comfort level goes up. And then you're able to just hop in there real quick and recoup. And the higher level of comfort you get, the more health and higher your food and water can go too, I think. So let's go that way. Just check these cars. I do think there's a fair number of wolves over here if I recall. Now, what's that? A muzzle brake. 54539 muzzle brake. Is that something that can go on here? Oh, okay. So you can either have a suppressor or a muzzle brake. Huh. I'll go with a silencer, but is it something I can store? I'm going to keep it, because I threw one of those out already. And I'm regretting it. Okay, so Kiminik is above the other side, so let's take the bridge and might as well. Muzzle brake is supposed to reduce the gas pressure so that you don't kick sideways, as I've had it explained to me. So it doesn't suppress the sound of your gun, but it makes it have less kick so you can stay on target better. Straight up that hill, I believe. Yep. Straight up that hill. As you get over into this end of the map, you also get into guys with better armor, better guns. So you get the chance to potentially get better stuff. Off their bodies, you know, better than just shotguns and pistols and BB-19s and scorpions. But it's also harder to kill them, and you take a higher risk of dying. So you eventually have to start doing these kinds of things, but it's risky. And since you're so far from home, like before I go into Kimini, I'm going to put down my sleeping bag. I've forgotten to do that in the past, and I've really regretted it. This looks like somebody's building a massive base up here. And that's all cement and stuff, so that's going to be some rich people's space. That's not a building from the game, that's at somebody's base. Looks like the Shining Hotel, doesn't it? Cool though, nicely done. It's all made out of sticks, huh? That's interesting. It's ginormous. Not a shrub in the area left. Okay, so Kiminik is up on the top of that flat hill over there. So we're getting... Oh no, it's actually over that way. Oh, that's Kamensk that I'm seeing. Yeah, Kamensk is, like I said, great town. Lots of cool stuff, but very dangerous. You sneak in there, sneak out. Don't go in there at night. Because I can't see well enough at night to... I mean, you're going to basically be spending the night there, because you're going to have to find a little corner somewhere and hide. I think that would be a safe assumption. I'm actually a little surprised that we haven't hit wolves yet, because I have hit them through here before. going to be hard because I'm going to have to decide what to drop. That's the hard part about going a long way away from home, is you collect stuff the whole way. And then when you get where you're going, you're like, well, what the heck do I do now? Because I've got so much stuff. And usually it's stuff you really kind of want to keep. Okay, so which bullets does this one take? It takes these ones. I've got plenty of those. So I've got plenty of sniper bullets. I've got plenty of the pistol bullets. What I don't have is a lot of the Mosin ammo for the AKSM. This one here. Okay, now we have to be really careful because there's a patrol in here. It gets dicey quick. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put this down. Okay, mark that on the map. Okay, I don't have to, it marks itself. Now you can't use it for 5 minutes. So you gotta be careful. Don't die within 5 minutes. You will not be able to recover yourself at that point. Don't know why they made it that way, but they did. Be some good loot in this place, but it's a little on the scary side. It's jump scares, you know, when they come at you. It's a jump scare. Uh-oh. That was weird. Nothing in there. That animation is a little messed up. Okay. I've got one more shotgun I can throw out. I'll find something better. Finding too much good stuff here. Not so far anyway. Anything? Oh, yeah, that's a box. Cool. Good things. I don't know if it's worth the risk of coming here though. These apartment buildings are where the good stuff is. Be really careful though, because patrols come here quite often, or had in the past anyway. I have to say that all with a caveat because I haven't been here in a long time. Yep. There's some cigarettes. Yeah, they can get in here amongst you in the buildings. And make it very interesting to try and get out. Okay. I don't want any of that stuff. Put that on my... Pick that up. Gotta remember to look on the windowsills because that's where I find lots of cigarettes in here. Careful because there's definitely a patrol coming along here somewhere. This is only 2 stories. If they know you're in here, they will trap you in the building, and then you have to sit there and fight for your life. There's only 3 or 4 of them, that's one thing, but there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, watch, cool. I don't have any of those, room for those. Now, one thing I do need is a large plastic bottle, so if I see one of those floating around, I'll be dancing for joy. I saw somebody else come by, and I didn't hear any shooting. Yeah, see, there's somebody else over there. But you don't know how close they are. They could be a long way away. That patrol could be anywhere. And it is so startling when they are sitting right outside the door of the building you're in. It can be very shocking. They're close. I really like to get a spark plug, but what do I drop? I think we'll stick with what we've got. It could be anywhere around you. Usually coming down that main road there. Going down the outside road, coming down the main road, going behind it. Could be any of these places. There could be 2, 3, 4 of them. You don't know how well armed they are. You only need to get your reputation up to level 3 on this map. I don't know if it's map specific or game specific, if they've changed that. Because it used to be that you had to get to level 4. Mobile phone, that's just money. I don't need money as much as I need stuffs. And I don't know where those guys are. They're in the town somewhere. As long as you don't hear feet stomping, they're not in the building you're in. some good stuff in here, guys. And right now, as it stands, ooh, a bandage. I could really use that, but I've got 25 to full up. Shoot. I'm gonna get rid of some shotgun ammo. Take that bandage. I can use that. That's expensive to make. They will hear you walking around up in here too. As long as you don't hear foot stomping around. They're not in here. And sometimes they're already in the building that you're approaching, which can be very shocking. Make you pee your little pantses. Excuse me. I do need light bulbs, but I don't want to pick up a bag. So I've already got a typhoon bag because somebody was very kind and gave me one. And that's the nice thing about this server too, is that people are very generous. I just asked somebody if he could buy me a stalker bag. I would give him the money because I had enough money in the stalker bags. Unfortunately, are no longer for sale. So he said, "Well, I can give you a typhoon. I've got one extra floating around here somewhere." He came back with a typhoon bag, which is what I have right now. It's 12 spots. The Stalker has 16. It's the biggest bag in the game, and it used to be you could buy that at level 4. But you can't even get to level 4 right now in the reputation area. It doesn't seem like. Okay, that's this building, 2 stories. I haven't heard the noise of the... I mean, they're not here, but I don't hear them. Okay, I've done this one and that one. Yeah, we could use those. I don't have room for them. Shoot. That's 76239. If I do get a VSD, I could really use those. Shit. I'll throw out that. It's basically just for parts anyway. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. It's the time of the day when my hay fever just absolutely fries me. Well, this has been worth it so far. I think I've been in that one. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Tell me I don't have any of that yet. Ah, this is tough. Now what do I throw out? This is always the hard part when you go somewhere super exciting. Those bullets will go out. Actually, that's not that hard a decision, now that I think about it. I think I've already been in here. Yep. I've been in the green one. Pretty sure. Yeah. Shoot, spark plug. Well, the thing is, I'm not going to get a motorcycle anytime soon. Would be super handy, but they're so expensive to maintain that I can't. Okay, so now this is a blueprint. There we go. Learn that. I can use the machine oil even if I don't get a motorcycle because of having to repair it, use it to repair guns. So if I have a choice between machine oil and spark plug, I'm going to pick the machine oil every time. Okay, now should be the last one. Don't think I have vodka anymore. Don't think I have those anymore either. I had to dump all the good stuff. all the mediocre stuff to get the good stuff. So each of these apartments has a long hallway. They're off the back side. The rooms are all off the back side. So that would be kind of nice because hopefully that would keep noise from being a problem. Not a bad design. There are 4 apartments on every floor. 2 on each side. They're designed exactly the same with different colors and stuff. Okay. You know what I don't see is, I don't see a little kitchenette. I guess it'd be in one of these rooms. Did I come over here already? I don't remember if I've been, I think I have been over there. I'm on this side. Oh shit. Oh, they found me. They're not all gone. I don't think that's one of them. They're definitely coming in the building. I've been in here. I remember that couch being that way. I've killed 2 of them, but I don't think there were only 2. I think they're in the building. I can't hear them for sure. That would not surprise me. I think I can get out the window if I needed to. Notice I haven't stopped gathering stuff. Shoot. There's a couple of spark plugs. But they got their washer and dryer in the bathroom. Not bad, not bad. It's a pretty tight situation. I don't know if I've already been here or not. I don't think so. think there might be one or two more out there. Where are the dead guys there? Or two of those guys. There's quite a lot of stuff here, as I said. Okay, now, here's the tricky part. If they're not all dead, and they know exactly where I am. I've been in all those barns. Yep, there he is. Where is he? I think I might go with the pistol. Okay, our music is back. Oh, now that's a gun I'd want to take. Okay, so I'd rather have that than this Mosin, even though that Mosin's 100%. But I could take the Mosin. I'm gonna have to let the nails go. The music changed, so I think that means that was the last one. I think that was the last. Yeah, that's not it. That's not an apple. I think that was the last guy because the music went back to. Okay, can't take any of that stuff, but we'll just make sure we know we've already picked him over. No, can't use any of that stuff. That's a shame. You can get in these things. Darn. Now I want to get out of here fairly quickly because there could be another patrol through. Seems like I found a motorcycle in one of these places before, which would be kind of handy if we found one again because it's just it's a lot of good gear, but it's kind of the same kind of gear, you know what I mean? Oh, I got rid of the nails, didn't I? Shoot. It's nothing too exciting, nothing new. Like these white boxes here in Kamensk, those are quite often filled with good stuff. Always check your outhouses, fellas, if you can get the door open. Then there's possibly... Oh, see, now those sheet metals I really need. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to eat this can of meat. Because we need to eat. There we go. We'll put our fish back in that spot. Pick those up. Oh, see what I mean? Freaking another patrol already. I don't want to deal with another patrol. Nothing in here is going to be worth it. We've already been through the vast majority of stuff. Where are they? Don't think it's worth it. Let's get the flock out of here. We want to go west, though. But let's get away from this town first. Make sure we don't get involved with it anymore. Yeah, we did the vast majority of it. I don't want to get involved with another patrol. No, we want to go east, yeah. I don't think you can pick your safe, I don't think you can pick that back up. I'm almost right on top of it, but I think once you put it down, it's down. There it is. Yeah, I don't think I can pick that back up. Pretty sure I can't. Nope. That's okay. It's only five rags to put one down. Let's get the flock out of here, guys. We don't want to go west. We want to go east. What was I thinking? We want to go home. Yeah, we gotta get all the way over to here. Oh, there's the other guy that was in there. Hello. There's a lot of wide open space in this. See, that's it. Oop. Somebody's trying to blow. That's what the sound the explosives make when you're blowing a bunker. The bunkers have turrets in them that fire on the doorways, and you have to blow them up in order, or shoot them, and they're usually at really awkward angles to protect their zones. Am I going the right way? I am. Yeah. I'm doing okay. We're getting thirsty. Let's have a couple of swigs of our water. Put that away. Yeah, he's saying that you can use dynamite. That's my question was, can you use dynamite? Because that's what I think we used in the past, but he's right. You have to time it just right because it'll blow up very soon after you throw it. And if it bounces off anything or blows up mid-air, it'll kill you if you're not back around the corner by then. And it's hard to time that right. Oops. Man, we're getting some bad lags. Makes me think something's close. Something's usually spawning in like a airdrop or something like that. I don't know if that's somebody's base or if that's a building from the game. Oh, this is kind of a cool one. Look at that. They've got a depending area up above. I've seen some really cool ones. I'd like to kill me a duck or two, but I don't have a... Oops. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. How do I get rid of that? Okay. I just said, you got this. Yeah, you didn't used to use gunpowder. That's the place I hit. You didn't used to need gunpowder. See, I don't need to go that far up that hill. That's the way I came from. You didn't used to need gunpowder to make dynamite. The guy was asking how to make a bundle of dynamite because to throw the turret up, blow the turret up, you really need a pretty good kaboom, you know, and it takes 7 dynamite sticks, a rope, and now you need gunpowder. I didn't used to need that. It was just the rope and the dynamite before. Yeah, there was a guy just on there saying, you know, we'll have that stuff, and we take dog tags, same as cash, 1,000 rubles per. I just said be careful, nades bounce. I've had that experience. Yeah, if you're throwing nades into some contained space, they will bounce. And it's hard to predict which way they're going to bounce. And unfortunately, they can bounce right back at you. Well, that looks like a chocolate brownie to me. I might be hungry. I love this game in ways. It's less complicated than DayZ. For instance, you don't get wet. You don't have to dry yourself out. You can swim like a banshee there. You do have 2 speeds for swimming. You do breaststroke if you only push W. If you push W and shift, you do the crawl. But yeah, bunch of dead guys. See that? What those white containers can be, and these bags can be active and have stuff in them. Either somebody's already come through and found them, or they just didn't have any that time. Ooh. Oh. Definitely want to keep that, but what do we get rid of? It's getting hard, guys. I think we're going to get rid of our wires. Shoot, no. I think we needed wires for something. I don't remember what. Uh-oh. Not going to have much time to think about it. I need the wires less than I need the bandages. There's 4 of them up there. 3 or 4 of them at the end of the street there. Yep, they just saw me. Keep running. Like I said, they'll come right after you. Once they spot you. I don't know what they do if you don't shoot at them, but I think they do. Yeah, they came up the hill, yep. They're coming up the hill. There's no real benefit to stopping to kill them, other than just because I'd like to. But I'm so close to home now that I'm not going to take a chance. Yeah, no, not going to do it. I have had one follow me up, like when we were up at the airport, I got chased by a guy up a hill, down the next hill, across a river. I swear to God, they crossed the river after me. Either that or I ran into another patrol on the other side, which is also possible. But they were so heavily armed and armored that it was taking me 3 and 4 shots a piece to kill them. And, you know, you chew through your ammo so fast at that rate that there's a limited return on investment there. I don't think they'll chase me this far. If I shot back at them, they probably would have. But because I ran instead, I don't think they will. Although that might be one of them at the top of that hill over there. I can't tell. I don't have anything that... See that guy right there? That thing right there? I don't know if that's a tree or a human. Can't tell if it's moving either. I think it's a tree. Anyway, I'm not going to shoot at him. So if you put your guns away, you run faster. It's that way on almost any game. You don't have to maintain the ready pose. Okay, let's see now. How close to home are we? To go this way. We got some good stuff. We got lots of reputation stuff. So actually, I should probably go down and hit the trader. Yeah, go hit the trader and then go home. Because there's no use for cigarettes or watches except to trade them in for reputation. I just, the other thing I like is that though you are losing food and water, somebody's blowing something up. See, that sounds like it's right next to you, but it could be all the way across the map. These are the folks with the airdrop going in the top. Clearly Rich's Coesis with a base that size. And it's made out of planks too. Shipment go ahead over to, I forgot I was headed home, but actually I'm going to the trader. And in this one, you're within the red as soon as you get like part way across the river. Interesting. What's shooting? I didn't even think you were allowed to shoot.
Здорово, убить.
Okay, so here we go. Yum. Dog tags I think I'll hold on to. They don't give you reputation. I thought they did, but they don't. It's cigarettes, watches, and scrap metal. Scrap metal. Those are the only things that give you. It's a field vest. I don't think I want it, but I'm going to hang on to it just for now. Because I'm going to check the field vest. What does it give you? It gives you 8 slots, but it's not going to give you any ballistic protection at all. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted to sell. I don't think there's anything I can buy here. You know what? I'm going to find out from the other guy how much it would cost to buy some ammo for the AK. Cost me 6,000 for 100 bullets. Yeah, that's worth it. I'll buy that. That'll keep me out of trouble for a while. Alright, now we're almost home. If you have a question too, like you're just learning, there's lots of folks that will help you on here. I forgot which server I'm on, like US Northeast, US 308, I think is it. And I have tried to get a couple other friends to come on and play, but I think they're pretty busy with the games that they're playing right now. Okay, use that. Always good. Fell through the hole. Alright, now I'm going to take the longer way around and see if I can find some more stuff. I did sell a couple things. I've got one spot left, I think. Yep, one spot left. Hate to go home with an empty spot. Oh, there's an apple. Sometimes I trade in the scrap metal I have on me, and sometimes I keep it. I guess I just go by how much I've managed to collect. If it's not much, I sell it. And if it's a goodly amount, then I keep it. No rhyme or reason to it, it's just... You do need some of it for stuff that you're making at your house, your base. Some of the machines need scrap metal. And also I believe you can... Whoa. I believe you can, I think you should be able to make sheet metal out of the scrap metal, but I'm not absolutely sure. I'm going to try that, because that metal machine used to take rebar and or scrap metal and make sheet metal, but I'm not sure you can do that. If you can, then I may have enough to make... Oh, cool. Now those tool sets are handy, but okay, I'm going to pick it up because I have an empty spot, but let's do a quick perusal of this area. I find it hard to pass by here without at least looking. Oh, there you go. Set that down for a sec. Learn that. Pick that up. See, nobody's got a mission going on down here. Safer. Oh look, a flag, a free flag. Now that is a blueprint that's allowed me to... Alright, I definitely want that flag. What do I drop for that? Oh my god. Getting really tough to drop stuff. I think I'll drop the battery. I find those pretty regular. Light bulb, shoot. I could use more lights at the base, but I don't really want to give up something really good for a light bulb, you know what I mean? Kind of hard to justify. Man, there's been a lot of spark plugs. I wish I'd picked those up. Lots of the bullets that I use for the sniper. A sniper. Okay. Get up here. And we're gonna go home. I'm not gonna go in that garage again. Oh, there's a patrol coming. Yeah, we're getting out of here. Not interested in fighting another patrol. We'll just use up our ammo. Get on home, put our stuff away, call it a day. But it's been some good trips. I went around this lake the last time, all the way around this lake. There's a community over on the other side that usually has some good, like, nails and the polypropylene and lots of stuff that you might... Oh shoot, there's another battery. Dang it. Yeah, there's rebar, nails, stuff like that you pick up at a construction site because it's a village under construction, kind of. That's what I would describe it. Okay. Yamansk or something like that. What's it? Yantar. That's all under construction buildings. There's not a whole house to be had. And that's pretty handy because it's full of construction materials. So if you're building a base, that's a really good place to go. But it is also full of patrols and fairly energetic ones. So, and an occasional... Oh, hey, thank you. 4 of them. And then periodically they can even have a convoy going through there. And the convoys... Oh, there's a wolf. I don't want to kill it because I don't have any capacity to take what it's got. But I'm not going to let him eat me either. Jesus Christ, that scares the shit out of me every time it happens. So, the wolves, you cannot outrun them. And if you hear them howling, they're onto you. You can get up on a car. And they can't get you. But he was on the other side of the bridge, so it might take him a while to decide how to come get me. They won't swim, but they will come across a bridge. I think I've got time to get home. I'm almost there. Yeah, always worth a check. If they bite you, though, they shred you, and you have to bandage. There's no way around it. You're bleeding pretty profusely from the first bite. But they can't get me up here, so I'm safe now. Might not even chase me up here. Now, sometimes they will chase you and they'll walk around the outside of your house. Alright, so let's check. Put stuff back, put stuff away. Let's see, do we have medicaments? We have medicaments, yes. Some of those. I have an extra bandage, which I can put there. I don't think anything else there. Okay, that one's done. This one has extra clothing. Here we got the extra vest. So I have a regular hunter vest which has 6 spots. I have a field vest that has 8 spots, so there's no point in keeping the hunter vest. And then I also, oops, what did I just do? And then I have a police vest and a heavy assault vest. So if I came back and needed to get re-geared up, if I'm going somewhere dangerous, I could use this one, which would protect me better than this one. But this one you can actually put stuff in, so it would be kind of like a, you know, a little bit of a decision. Okay, let's put this up on the wall. Oh, that's cool. That one's the one we found. Little piggy. I like little piggies. So anything like that you put up on the wall, like I said, that increases the comfort level of your base. There we got quite a bit of extra. Oh, you know what? I think I've got one of those. Yeah, those didn't used to stack, but now they do. Thank God. Because that was a pain in the rear when they didn't stack. Okay. I think I put the green ones up here. Yeah, I did. Polypropylene's up there. Guess I'll store the dog tags up here. I forgot where I put the cement. Excuse me. There's the muzzle brake. Got a 9x19 muzzle brake. So I guess I could use that on the pistol instead of the silencer, but I like the silencer. Let's see if that's true. Nope, not that 9x19. Oh, this is a 45. Never mind. So it would have to be... This is 9x19, yeah. So let's swap that out and see. Can I put that on there? No. Not that one either. So this is a 9x19. Okay, we'll put that back. So I like the 45 fine. And I have plenty of ammo for it, so that's good. Alright, so hand grenade. I've got 3 of those now. Here's some Mosin. I have a Mosin. Okay, that's at armor person 30%, 98%. This one is at 100%. So let's swap that out. I'm going to tear that one apart so that I can use it for the sniper. Having one each backup is good enough. I've also got an armor 45. I've never actually tried that. I think that's considered a SMG, but I'm not absolutely sure. And then this is a AKSU. I could break that down and use it to upgrade the AKSM, but I think I'd like to hang on to one extra assault rifle. I've got a BB-19 that's in good shape, but I don't use it since I got this one because it does a pitiful amount of damage. That's like 0% bleeding, 5% armor piercing. Yeah, it's not super good. So we won't deal with that. And then, let's see. Put that away. Got almost a whole nother stack of that. So that's cool. Let's go put the cement away. I think that's over here. Yeah. And the oil is in this one. Can't remember where I put the burlap. But I'll be able to make another... Oh, there we go. Now I've got 10. I need 40, so... Or 30 or 40. I can't remember how many. Now the burlap I think I put up here. I might have used it up to make a flag. I found this... No, I made this flag. That's the one I made. And the one that's on the house. And this one over here. And that one and this other one over here I found. So that's cool. Alright, let's go shred the stuff that we need to shred. And here's where you want to be super careful. Think twice before you put anything in there that you... There we go. Whenever you put a gun in with ammo, it gives it back to you, which is nice. Okay, got 14 of that. Got some good sniper rifle quantities. We got 29 now, so we can potentially fix the S85 now. I've got a backup S85 too, so I could switch and fix that one as well, but I just haven't done that yet. There we go. We're back home. We put everything away. We did buy some ammo. Don't normally do that, but that really helps. I would like to buy another mag for this, but I don't know how much of an upgrade it is and whether it's worth the money, because it's going to be very expensive to buy any pieces parts. And I did find a mag for the 1911, so I'm hoping maybe I'll find one. So that's basically what this game is in a nutshell. Now when you do get a full stack, this used to be 500, but they've limited it now to 150. So when you do get a full stack of an ammo that you don't necessarily need, like I don't need 2 stacks of shotgun ammo, you can go sell the full stack you cannot sell a partial stack. So I'm just collecting away. Oh, you know what? I've got another thing of gas. A couple things of gas I can put in. And there we go. We'll do stack all. That didn't work. That's interesting. There we go. That time it did. So I now have 67 cans of gas. So that's pretty good. I'm not going to be shy on that anytime soon. Alright. So that's that. Let's go up and get some water. Let's put our water in our hand and fill that up. Try to remember to do that every time. Just try to spread my drinking out across all these water bins, so I don't run myself completely out. It's actually nice that you don't really have to pay too much attention to it. Alright. So we've got food, we've got water. Actually, I should probably eat a fish, so don't go to bed hungry. See how far up that goes. It's going pretty far. I think I won't eat another piece of that. I'll just have a couple apples. Since I have so many of them. There we go. Almost full up. Now you can get your health up above 100. Depending on what your settings are, you can go to 105, 110. And if you eat really good food, even further than that. So the next thing we're going to make is this ammo bench. And that's why we're looking for, okay, we've got 10 now. We need 20 more of those. And I think we've got everything else we need. Pretty sure. I brought back more blue things. I need 40 wires and 10... Oh, I need more wire. That was the other thing. Shoot, and I put down wire. Oh well. I'll find some more next time. 10 blue things. We've got 15, so we're set there. Yeah, so here's our sleeping bag that we sleep on. For the most part. If you put another one down, like I did on the map, it'll show up on the map. See there? And when if you die, you will have the choice of respawning random at your home base or at that sleeping bag. So that's kind of nice. I don't recommend random. I ended up 6 kilometers away. And so this is the full scope of what they intend to make, I believe. All of these areas that are not yet in the game. Now, they did not expand this way with the last expansion because the airport is exactly where it was before. But they did take this out like 2 or 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 more squares this way to the west, because this was a point before and now it's a peninsula. Same thing here. This stopped right here. But now it's going across to this area. So there's some new areas to go look at and get used to. It would really help to have a vehicle, as you could see, but I'm fine with running everywhere. And that's kind of why I made another base over in this area here, so I can reach out to these areas a little more easily. And I might make a third one, but they are hard to maintain 2, let alone 3, so it's a good idea not to stretch yourself too thin. Might be good to have one up here near this base so that you can do this area here. But we'll see. I haven't decided yet. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. This is called Deadside. It's been a lot of fun for me. I enjoy it a lot. It's tough, especially if you're solo. If you can talk some friends into joining you, it can be really super fun to have a team and have a team base. We've done that before. Beavers joined us before. Nanu has joined us before, MRE, and those are the kind of folks that are super fun to play with. So if I think I may be able to talk Nanu into coming back on and playing a bit, even if they don't stay for a long period of time. It's really fun to do stuff with them because if you have a team, you can tackle some of these bigger things with a little bit more confidence. For me, a 2 level 1 would be pretty difficult right now because I don't have enough gear to make that work. I don't have high enough level gear, and it is hard to get the higher level gear when you're just getting started. So you just have to be patient, work on it, bit by bit, try. If you die, you can go back and get your body, but I definitely recommend, if you think you're going to get overwhelmed and killed, run as far away from the organization that's killing you as you can, so that when you go back to get your body, if you have any choice in the matter, that you're not trying to recover your body from right under the noses of those people, because that is very difficult. I had that happen up here one time. I died right here, and this whole area was full of tough guys, so I had to come back, run over here, come back, and inch up here. I belly crawled the last 50 yards. I got there, grabbed my stuff, and as I was running away, they started attacking me, but I was able to get away. But oh my god, that was close. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Deadside, give it a whirl if you want. It goes on sale periodically on Steam, and it looks like they're going to be expanding again sometime soon into, well, I don't know how soon, but into a whole nother bunch of area that's almost the size of the existing map altogether. I think, if you look at it all. It doesn't appear to be much up here, just water. But there's a lot of extra land coming in future releases. So take care. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon.